Get on. No more squares. None at all. Really. Really, I don't care where you go, you ain't gonna find no squares. You should have been in here the other night. A couple of ladies seated in this club, sitting at the bar, laughing and drinking, enjoying the flow show. One drink right behind the other. Finally, one woman said to the other woman, she said, "Well, honey, girl, all this old drinking, I begin to feel mine." The other woman said, "Hell, if I have another drink, anybody can feel mine." So I went over there and bought her a drink. It cost me damn near $11 feeling around, and I still didn't feel up on a damn thing. That old woman was so big and fat, if she'd got a stomach ache, she'd have hurt all over. I'm standing outside waiting on her to come out. You know I'm gonna wait behind $11, damn it, I got to wait. And when she came out, she ran straight into me and politely asked me where could she get a cab. And that was good as I wanted. I put in my car and drove her straight to her house. And when I got there, she invited me in. And I went in there and stayed all night long. And this old big fat woman really had something. And I think I got it right now. Did nobody give her these? Hell, she must have raised them from puppies. I got them left house the next morning. I was walking down the street and I passed by a fish market. I said, "Good morning, fish man. How much do you get for your crabs?" He said, $1.50 each. I said, "Well, hell, shake hands with a millionaire." $1.50 piece, I'd have cleaned that sucker out. I ain't lying. He don't know it, but I'd have been filthy rich. See, times is tight. Man got to get all the money that he can get nowadays. 3 and 4 jobs I'm working right now trying to support my family. And it's hell getting up early in the morning, catching them crowded buses. Everybody bumping into you, stepping on your feet. I'm standing up at the bus stop the other morning waiting on the bus, and an old lady walked up to catch the bus. I don't know exactly how old she was, but for her age, this old woman was built like, well, what drew my attention to her, a big gust of wind came and blew this old lady's dress straight up over her head. And just like a damn fool, she grabbed her hat. And I'm standing there digging. I don't care how old she is, hell, I'm digging. She got mad at me because I was looking. She said, "I don't know what the hell you looking at, young man. What you looking at is 50 years old, hell. This here is brand new." Rode on down a little bit further on the bus. The bus was very, very crowded. And a young lady got on the bus about 17 years old. She didn't have no place to sit. Some old man about 98 years old said, "Daughter, why don't you sit down on my lap? I'm an old man and I got a long ways to go and I can't stand up that far." She sat down on his lap. She rode exactly 2 blocks. She said, "You better get up, daughter. I ain't quite as old as I thought I was." That's quiet. Listen to that. So quiet now, I can hear the zippers in the men's room. It's quiet, isn't it? But the ladies' room is the one I'd rather get in. See, the ladies got both hands free. But you can meet a lot of celebrities in the men's room. I was in the men's room last night and I met a hell of a celebrity standing up there shaking hands with his closest friend. And I'm waiting. I looked at him, I said, "Are you Drew Pearson?" He said, "No, but I will be in a few minutes." New face. Damn right that whiskey was good. Anything good that goes in your mouth that's warm. I never fault no man for what he want to eat. A man eat what he want to eat. Really? I hate to go to a motel and ain't got enough towels. I go in a motel and there's not enough towels. It makes me mad. It's easy to understand why. You wake up the next morning and the woman tells you, so we're going to use that towel. Because last night you already done. Well, that makes me mad as hell. I'm not lying. It's no more square. How you text? Fine. Really? There's a lot of Texas folks here. Why I call him Texas? Because he's fast on the draw. Draw 2 colored girls. Can you get by, ma'am? You want to go to the toilet, ma'am? Do you want to? Or you want to?
She had to go to me.
I don't know why you gonna sit there and say shame on me. If she don't get in that toilet, shame on her. Since no more squares now, everybody is hip. Can't find no more squares. Little bitty kids that they know bigger than that, they know what's going on. Long time ago when I was a child and you was a child, it wasn't nothing but a bunch of squares. Even our teachers that taught us in schools, they were square as hell. And the reason our teacher was so square is because the first thing that they would teach us was ding dong dell. Pussies in the well. My brother got drowned in looking for it. That's because he was a square. And I don't know why he should have been a square, because everybody in my family was hip. Me, my uncle, nephew, cousin. In fact, my mother had 14 kids. Now, you know my old man was hip. Or somebody had it in for him. I moved in a new neighborhood, but before I enrolled my children in the school, I checked it out for myself. And the day that I went by there, this good-looking young teacher sitting in front of the classroom with her legs crossed just like that. And she decided she'd get up out of the seat and put a problem on her board. And when she got up, she uncrossed her legs and it did just like that. And little Johnny sitting in the first row said, "Oh, teacher, your thigh has caught my eye." Teacher said, "Why, Johnny, I'm ashamed of you. You get up, take your books, and go home and stay for 30 days. And Johnny had to do so. The teacher continued putting a problem on the board, and while she was doing that, she accidentally broke the chalk. And she bent way over to pick the chalk up, and Albert just grabbed his books and started out the room. Teacher stopped Albert at the door and said, "Albert, where are you going?" Albert looked back as a teacher. "After what I seen while you was bending over to picking up that chalk, my school days is over." That teacher got so disgusted in that classroom, she said, "Well, I tell you what I want each one of you students in this classroom to do. I want each one of you to stand up in front of the classroom. Tell me what you want to be when you grow up and tell it to me in rhymes." The first one to stand up was a little boy. He stood up, he said, "My name is Dan. When I grow up, I want to be a man so I can go to Japan if I can, and I think I can." Then some little girl stood up. She said, "Well, my name is Sadie. When I grow up, I want to be a lady so I can have a little baby if I can, and I think I can." Then some little old bad boy stood up. He said, "My name ain't Dan, and I don't care if I don't grow up to be a man, and don't care if I don't go to Japan. I just want to stay and help Sadie with her plan." Another little old bad boy, teacher had him seated back there in the last seat in the classroom. She really didn't want him to get out of his seat at all. He was seated back there and he had a handful of BBs and he was throwing them up and trying his best to catch them. He threw them up and he dropped them and some of them rolled down to the front of the classroom. Teacher picked a couple of them up and she looked at them. She said, now who has iron balls? This little old bad boy jumped straight up and said, Superman. Teacher said, stand where you are, you little bad son of a gun, you. I got some questions I want to ask you, and I want to see if you can answer them. She said, now, since you're so smart, I want you to tell me, what is it that's round and you peel it? He said, oh, teacher, I know what that is. I know what that is. It's an orange. She said, no, it's an apple. She said, but you were thinking. She said, tell me now, what is it that's long and you peel it back? He said, I think I know what that is, teacher. I think I know what that is. It's a cucumber. She said, no, it's a banana. She said, but you were thinking. This little bad boy stood there and he thought for a few minutes. He said, well, teacher, what is it I got my hands on in my pocket? It's long, hard, and got a head on it. She said, get up and get out of here, you little bad devil, you. He said, no, it's a match, but you were thinking. Then there was one student in the classroom, my nationality. Italian. Mixed with gypsy. This little Italian boy, his name was Tommy. Teacher said, Tommy, I want you to stand up and tell the teacher how to spell the word Mississippi. Tommy was kind of bashful and he couldn't understand too plain. Tommy said, well, teacher, I don't know whether I can spell the word Mississippi or not. Tommy stood up, he said, well, Emma, she come up first. Then I come. Esther come up 2 times. I come again. Then Esther come up 2 more times. I come, I pee, and I come again. That is all right, ain't it? Instead of it looking the house over, I can see everybody in here smoking on all types of cigarettes. And some of that smoke smell very, very familiar. And I want all you smokers to know that Mr. L&M is getting ready to buy out all the rest of the cigarette companies and consolidate them all into one. He just found out that one cool morning, Miss Paul Moore started down Chesterfield Lane in Winston-Salem. She met Philip Morris, who taken her to the Riley Hotel in Newport. They got into an old gold bed, and right away he stuck his king-size L&M into her flip-top box. And if she doesn't look like a Campbell in 9 months, it'll be a damn lucky strike. But he wasn't worried because he used a filter tip. And they said it couldn't be done, but it's what's up front that counts. And before I leave this floor, I would like to mention a few whiskeys and see if I get anybody's special brand. Old Crow told Old Taylor that he saw Paul Jones take Lloyd Calvin's daughter, Virginia Dare, out riding on a white horse by Cobb's Creek near Greens River. And for a silver dollar, he laid her bottoms up, tickled her old drum with 3 feathers. Then he pulled out his Jim Beam. which was as hard as a Canadian club. And rammed it into a crab orchard. And gave her a shot of cream of Kentucky. And that started the Wilkins family. One day there was two friend girls of mine decided they would go rabbit hunting. They went out there, sat out there all day long waiting on a rabbit. Finally up popped the rabbit. Both girls jumped up, aimed the rifles at the rabbit and shot, and the rabbit dropped dead. They gets in a big argument about which one killed the rabbit. Daisy May said, I killed the rabbit. Georgia May said, no, you didn't. I killed that rabbit. She said, well, I'll tell you what we do. We take the rabbit into town and let the sheriff settle it. They're taking the rabbit into town, and the sheriff was sitting there behind his desk eating walnuts. Daisy May said, Sheriff, I killed this rabbit. Georgia May said, she killed it. We're bringing you for you to settle. Sheriff said, well, if I got to settle this, I'm going to do it my way. He said, now the one that do the best trick, that's the one that will get the rabbit. Daisy May, she was tobacco chewer. She looked at the keyhole on the door. She took perfect aim, put her fingers up to her lips, straight through the keyhole, didn't even touch the side. Sheriff said, Georgia May, that's pretty good. You got to go some to beat that. Georgia May said, well, Sheriff, what is them things you eating? He said, they're walnuts. She said, well, give me one of them. She said, now what I want you to do for me, she had to sit back down in that chair, close your eyes, rear your head back, and open your mouth. Sheriff sat down in the chair, he closed his eyes, reared his head back, and opened his mouth. Georgia May raised up her dress, put that walnut between her legs, shook herself, cracked it, and blew the goodie in George's mouth. Sheriff said, Georgia May, when you finish frying that rabbit, you come on back here and crack me some more of them walnuts.